Hi and welcome. My name is Maiyo Febi. Recently, I did an interview on Talk Radio 702 where I was talking about dissatisfaction. Now, after the show, I got a lot of calls. I got a lot of WhatsApps with people saying, Maiyo, we love this dissatisfaction thing that you were talking about, but please can you break it down into small little bite-sized chunks so that we can understand it and remember the main parts of it. So that's the purpose of this little video. Let's begin with the definition. What is dissatisfaction? A simple one is dissatisfaction is the absence of satisfaction. It's the absence of contentment. Now, by definition, it implies that there is an awareness that satisfaction is possible. There is an awareness that contentment is possible. So how does one know that they're dissatisfied? At a basic level, you'll be sitting in an expectation of something. So let's say, for instance, you're in a job where you feel you're not being remunerated enough. Now, you have an expectation that your senior managers, your executives need to pay you more money. You might not necessarily express it, but you have that expectation that I need to get more money. I work so hard in this organization. I wonder when they're going to give me more money. So that's sitting in expectation. The next level of dissatisfaction is something that you're constantly complaining about. The stuff that you bitch and moan about. That stuff is what you're sitting in a state of dissatisfaction about. So going back to the job description, that's the job that's underpaying you. I mean, the job example that I've used. You might be manifesting that by complaining, when are these people going to pay me more? I deserve more money. I don't like working here because these people don't value me. Now that's complaining, right? That's bitching and moaning. Now the next level of that is the stuff that you're angry about. I hate working here because they don't want to pay me more money. I can't stand being in this building because they don't want to pay me more money. They don't value me. That's the next level. So the first level, let's recap, is expectation. The second level is complaining. The third level is sitting in a state of anger. Now, at its final level of dissatisfaction is giving up. Again, going back to the example of not being remunerated enough, you'll stop talking about it. Perhaps you'll be withdrawn at work. You won't be participating. You won't be as expressive as you used to be because you've given up. What's the point? Now, when you've identified at which level you're at, you can do one of three things. The first one is you can make a wish. I wish they would pay me more money. Why aren't they paying me more? Maybe next year I'll get lucky and I'll get a nice big increase. So that's making a wish, right? It's not really directed at anyone. It's just something that you're putting out there in the air. At a second level, what you can do is make a request. You might, for instance, write a letter to your senior manager requesting an increase. Dear sir or madam or whoever your manager is, because of the effort that I've put in, the experience that I have, the education, the ideas that I've come up with here, I believe that I qualify for an increase of 10% or 20% or whatever it is that you're looking for. That's making a request. Now, the third level, you can make a demand. You can, again, do it in the form of a letter, or you might want to have a face-to-face meeting with your manager. So you sit with your manager and say, I want you to pay me more. It is not fair the way I work so hard and I'm sitting in a space where I don't have the remuneration that I believe I deserve. I demand that I be paid more. This is destroying me. This is affecting my morale. I'm unable to contribute because I need to get more money. So that's making a demand. Now, what happens when you fail to do any one of these three things? This is where it gets juicy. So I believe that life has a way of guiding you. If you fail to choose for yourself, life will force you into a space where it prompts you now to make a choice. Let's say, for instance, with the example that I've used, if you're stressed out, constantly working, you may end up collapsing out of exhaustion, sheer exhaustion. And now you're in hospital. So you're lying there in the hospital bed and you're thinking, I never want to go back to that place ever again. It is not worth me lying here in a hospital bed because of a job. Oh, hell no, not me. On the other hand, you might say, they have hurt me for the last time. When I get back, everyone is going to know me. I will demand that I get that increase, and I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I get it. Okay, so let's take it from the top. Let's recap. What is dissatisfaction? Dissatisfaction is the absence of satisfaction. How do you know you're dissatisfied? Number one, you'll be sitting in an expectation of something. Number two, you will be complaining about something. Number three, you'll be sitting in a state of anger about something. Number four, you'll give up. Now, what are the three things that you can do? Three things that you can do when you're in a state of dissatisfaction. Number one, you can make a wish. Number two, you can make a request. Number three, you can make a demand or an order. I hope this has been useful. Please let me know what you think of this video. Let's chat, let's interact. Until next time.